If you're with me because the sex is good, you didn't get past the sex to get to me. You get what I'm saying? If you're with me because I have money, you're with the money, you didn't get to me. You know what I mean? If you're with me because I'm ambitious and you see the clout I get in, you get it from standing next, you didn't get to me. I want you to choose me.
Let me ask you a question.
That means I am a flawed person. But this is what that's the point.
Because I'm gonna ask you the same. Because I'm gonna ask you the same. Right. Because I'm asking you the same question. I'm gonna ask you the same question. Have you ever chosen a man for him only?
Come and talk to me, little baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in.
Tell me what's going on, lady.
Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Tavish, what we talking about? Let's talk about love. Talk about sex. Let's talk about us. Tell me what's next. Let's talk about it. Ooh, ooh. Let's talk about it. Ooh, tell me everything you want. Let's talk about it. Tell me what you need to know. You don't wanna miss what's going on.
Not what he did for you, not what he looked like.
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, I'm good.
That was my potential.
Yes, listen. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's great. You went right down the alley where I wanted you to go.
Right.
Perfect. So you chose a man for strictly him and nothing else he had, right? Mm-hmm. So before you got to him, you was attracted to him. That's what made you want to talk to him, because you got to see something from afar before you start choosing it. Something got to attract you. It got to be something.
It's chemistry for me if you want it.
I mean, but the chemistry, I'm saying.
No, I'm telling you because I don't want you to say that for me. It's chemistry. It's an unspoken thing for me. Like, I don't have a type per se. When they say like aesthetically.
Okay, I'm gonna be
quiet. I'm talking about from afar though before you open your mouth.
I just told you the truth. I don't see people from afar and look at you and look at the way you look.
So when a man walks in the room, it doesn't matter how he looks.
I can feel a vibe. I know.
You be like, well, he might have a personality, even though he got 3 teeth and he like
I'm not.
Yeah,
I am not lying. You can't speak for me.
You have to be attracted. I have to be attracted.
Yeah.
Now the second step is the vibe.
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Because
we are attracted. What you asked me how I gravitate to people.
Good. You know?
You don't want to mess it up.
I don't want to mess it up. You know.
But I'm just being honest. Whether people believe that or not, I do have to have an attraction to you for us to go further.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
that ain't my question. That's cool.
Gravitated to people
One thing we're doing is just having a conversation. I'm with it. If that's your piece, your piece. But here's where I'm gonna go. No, that's cool. It's believable. You said it. But you went down the path and you said you chose a man just for him. That's what you said. Because you were saying, choose me for me. You chose a man strictly for him. So my next question would be, you chose the man strictly for him, but it didn't work.
Because it was conditional from his end.
It was conditional only from him. So you had nothing to do with
it. And I didn't say I didn't have anything to do with it, but I'm telling you why it ended up going away. What we realized was, he never even made time to open up to get to know me. He already had his reasoning for wanting to link with me in the first place.
Well, that's a different perspective of life. So.
I put him on an outside pedestal from his everyday life. So we were in a bubble almost. He liked that I was attracted to the him. Everybody else didn't care what he thought in his particular life. He was the giver, as in he was the people pleaser. I was worried about him because I was on a higher level. So I can actually focus on the him because I wasn't looking for him materialistically to do anything for me. And he was
on a higher level. What you mean, mentally or physically?
All the way around. Oh. You know what I mean? So, and where he was coming from, he was constantly responsible for everything. Like the kids, the baby mother, his mother. Whereas I don't need you to do anything for me but be you.
What attracted you to him if you felt like he was a level lower than you?
What attracted
What was the
me?
attraction, yeah? If you
I
feel
feel
like,
like we were on a very child level of myself, as in like just dreams, want to talk, you know what I mean? Like the things, our aspirations were very aligned. We're very similar. We talked each other's language.
So my next question would be, I like that. So my next question would be, this is for learning. So I heard y'all just go and say, yeah, we done that. You know what I'm saying? So now my next question would be, how many times you done that? Where you chose somebody for him and only him? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 9 times?
Multiple times.
What is multiple? I know 2 or more, but give me a number if you just had to throw it out there.
4, 5.
Okay, so let's go 4 or 5. And 4 or 5 times, what happened? Because I see that you're not with 4 or 5 of them, so you chose them strictly for him. So what happened in those 4 or 5?
Low key, it's a common denominator. They feel like they couldn't, or I feel like they couldn't get to actually know me. So either they felt like I was closed and they couldn't get to know me. I just said there's a common denominator. That is a pattern. So either they felt like they couldn't get to know me, or I felt like they didn't have the objective to get to know me.
Talk up for me. I can't hear you, T.
Oh, if you feel like they couldn't get to know you, how are you choosing them for them if you technically don't know them?
I didn't say I didn't know them.
Saying, that's what you saying. Like, you choosing them for them, and you saying they never got to know you. Right, so like...
I'll tell you the biggest thing that I found out about myself. I did a bunch of shadow work last year. I don't know if those know what, in the room know what that means. And what I found out about myself is I can be a siren.
A who?
A siren. What that means is if there's something about you that I'm attracted to, I know how to give you exactly what you want. So I'm not really me at first. Once I've decided that I like you. I become the version of me that you want me to be. Let me elaborate. So then as we get closer and I'm looking for reciprocation of all of the you getting, you know what I mean, out of this situation, they haven't deciphered or worked through who I actually am on the other end.
Have you showed it to him?
But that's why I said, so didn't I say some of the guys felt like I wasn't open. I didn't show it to them. Then the others.
But actually, you just said you wasn't open.
No, let me finish. And then the others that I actually did show it to, that's what they didn't come there for that, if that makes sense. So that's the reason why. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So it's dope that you can.
No, absolutely.
It's dope that you see. That's where the self-awareness comes in.
Exactly. So I had to do the work.
You're gonna be all right as long as you know where you stand.
I had to figure it out.
I did. That's
I understand that.
But it took that for me to figure out.
You know what I'm saying?
Get some of that.
You know what I'm saying? Man in the mirror. Man in the mirror.
No, it took, and I can talk about it that way because, like I said, I did the work to figure out what the issue is. And it wasn't that they were always wrong. We talk about timing. I call it the Erykah Badu. She the queen of knowing her time. What I mean by that is, if you are a woman and you master the time, we assume we're supposed to be monogamous because we were told that we were supposed to be. But are we? If every other animal isn't, why are we supposed to be? Because we can talk to each other and somebody can tell you what to be. Everything has time. If most of the time that honeymoon phase or that relationship that you had with a person was amazing, there was something you were supposed to learn in it, but you took it a little too far. And if we can all think back to when the relationship went left, we knew that time was like, this ain't it no more. But we were supposed to separate, act, you know what I mean, on the same page so that we could still be friends and we still be great. We tried to force it past its time. We tried to force it past its time. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You should have seen what I listened.
No.
That's so
And there's nothing wrong with that. But if we would have let it go, when we saw what everybody is floating around the internet, red flags, the flag is waving, the alarm is blaring. Your mama told you. But you know what I mean? Like, your mama been told you that girl ain't your friend. You know what I mean? But you were like, nah, ma. You know what I mean? She just going through something. You know what I mean? We're going to go past this time that this friendship was supposed to end. That friendship was for a certain time.
Oh, man.
Your mama told you when he brought him to dinner. No, but to be honest, as a female, we know. We know, girl, don't say you ain't know.
Hold on,
He knew when the time was up.
He's bewildered over there.
Shit, your ass be able to stay a little
man,
while
I'm
longer.
crying, man.
Wait. No, we did.
Y'all got me laughing.
You know, but you want whatever it is that you wanted out of it to continue.
Back
That
to
too.
the honeymoon stage. Like,
Okay.
My philosophy is to get to know a person is no one is never really like themselves in the first 90
Yeah, nobody
days.
is.
You feel me? Like, especially men, we definitely whatever you want us to be to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Till it's
Or what you think we want.
whatever, believe me, whatever.
Yeah, because we're doing what we think you want.
All of me is real.
We projecting. That's the end of the discussion. But
Not me.
I'm feeling myself.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Nah, I'm not.
You got to.
Like, you
You
would
gotta
never
feel yourself.
get to know a person if you never seen them angry. If you
Right.
let them see them
Absolutely.
upset,
Yeah.
Right.
if you let them see them broke,
Right.
Yep.
or bewildered, or even
Yep.
Any challenge, really.
Or drunk or something.
If you've never seen a person, wait, but wait, I'm a piggyback what you said.
I'm just saying, like,
Hold on, before you say that, I'm gonna say this too, T. Just to say it, I agree. I say all the time, you can't test the heart until you stress the heart.
Exactly.
So you don't really know what it is. So if you ever been to the
Pressure
cardiologist, the first thing he has to do is put you on the machine to run, to
Run
stress your
your
heart
heart
first,
out.
to test it. He can't test it to see if you got a good heart
You
until
gotta
I
do all
stress
kind
it.
of
That's the
testing.
truth. Literally.
Till you get on that damn
Exactly, but you gonna get it,
treadmill.
gonna be like your age range. Oh, okay, you in too much shape. He just did it to me. Oh, you gonna put you in 25 to 30. Oh, I was like, Lord, man, I mean running so fast. But he's like, I have to stress it to test it. So that's what you're saying. You really can't get to know someone until you done seen what they've been through and how they handle it. 'Cause
Under
we're gonna go
pressure.
through
So
something.
why do you have to?
Pressure.
I was just about to say.
First
So then,
pipe.
No. I'm talking about not me tested, life tests it.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is your work through. So you and I, let's just use rehearsal. You and I rehearsal. I'm not testing you. I'm just working. But your work through, your ability tests you. It tests you. Did you want to quit? Did you want to stop? Whatever the case may be. Life is gonna test you. But I don't know how much you got until you show me when I ain't got no more.
Exactly.
If it's all good, all it ain't
Yeah, if
gonna
it's all
matter.
good.
But when you tired and your feet hurting and I see you and you sweating and you like, no, I'll do it again, bro. I'll do it again, bro. I'm like, okay, now I can speak loud and proud and be like, now Autumn is a dog. I can't give you a dog or a beast if you ain't went through nothing.
Hell nah.
I can't. I can be like, she's a human. But I'm gonna be like, she's a dog because I watched you be a dog. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not me testing it, but life tests your character because we're all gonna go through adversity, but we gotta know what the work through is.
But
Like,
can that other person accept your character if you show them?
I mean,
not everybody.
not
everybody.
everybody.
So
And then
that
you
goes
gotta
back to choices.
figure out what you need versus what you want too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times the person God gave you the person you needed when you wanted a different type of person.
And I say
You know
that,
what I mean?
and I say that
And
too. And most
vice
people,
versa.
And most people barely know what they are. But it's very hard for them to know. But they barely know who they are. And it's very hard for them to know what they're not. Because usually when you say what you're not, it's what weakness to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in shape. I need to get it. I just seen Keith. I said, boy, you dropping. He said, yeah, I'm on it, bro. They got me on TV. I'm on it. You got his water in here. You got to know when you take that off that, man, I ain't where I would need to be. So now I'm going to go attack that. But if you don't know what you're not, you're going to always talk about the things that are great about you. But you're not going to talk about the other part. But if you know what you're not, that's what makes you great. Because now I can defer. I can go to somebody else and go get it. I can go somebody else and not feel inferior about going to get it. But if I only talk about what I'm great at and this is what I am, I would never grow in the areas that I need to grow in. And moving that, we're going to go to y'all because I know we've been editing. We coming in. Oh, we coming in right now. Turn it on. I want to make sure that y'all get it. We call this the mind cage. We unlock the mind with whatever y'all say, whatever we bring out, that's what we doing. Uh-oh. Is it better to be a successful man or an attractive woman? Who gets farther?
Say that again.
Is it better to be a successful man or an attractive woman? Who gets farther?
Who gets
okay, I'm gonna say an attractive woman. I'm gonna say that because they can get in any door, even when they have nothing to show for it. She can sleep on a mattress.
What aspect do we mean by further though?
Like in life, a pretty face will get you further in life. If you ask most women.
Let me counter that. Let me counter that. Because if it was up to beauty and making them successful and further in life than a successful man, then all the IG models, everything, all the beautiful women on IG would be paid over a successful man who's. Because one thing about men and women is, for us, we're aesthetic, but women aren't. So if it comes to being successful, it's like a man has to. You can never rely on your looks. You have to continue to be successful. And I think women outnumber us. So if there's a pack of beautiful women, and they're more successful than a successful man, I mean, I don't see the numbers would be much more even right now.
So let me ask though, who do you feel gets farther in life? Do they go farther because of what they look like, or do you go farther because of your success? Which one you think doors open easier for, the attraction or you as a person that's successful? That's the
But
question.
specifically on a female.
Is this the
That's kind of like,
That's a
know,
different
splitting up
question.
a
Yeah,
female.
that's what I'm saying.
I really
Yeah.
don't like that
Go
question,
further.
honestly.
Going further is
As a
different
woman
than
or a
doors
man.
opening.
Oh, I thought if it's doors open, I'm letting a pretty girl in. I ain't letting you in.
It says
The
is it
ERA
better to
has
be
not
a
been put in the
successful man
Constitution.
or attractive woman who gets farther?
Further. That ain't
The
opening doors though.
ERA
Yeah, that's
has
not
not
further
been
than
added
opening
to the
doors.
Yeah, but that don't mean when you
Constitution.
get in the door, you still might get rejected because you might have a bad attitude.
We
listen,
don't know that, but you might not get in the door at all. Y'all might be standing at the door.
Well,
Literally.
Is it better? Are we talking about is it better? Because no, it's not better for an attractive woman because you don't know what we have to do to open up the door.
Literally. The ERA, the Equal Rights Act, has still to this day not been added to the Constitution. That is equal rights for females in America. Still, in 2022, it has not been added to the Constitution. So what I mean by that is you can be black, you can be homosexual and all of the alphabets and the plus sign at the end.
Damn.
But a woman still cannot have equal rights in 2022 in the Constitution.
Well, you getting into the rights thing. You
But
getting into
this
the
is
paperwork
to
of it.
my
I feel
point
you.
though. To my point, it don't matter how good she look. A successful man will go further than an attractive female. I'm just using that as my argument.
Is an attractive female successful? She just pretty?
attractive.
Because honestly,
So what's it called success?
I think y'all missing it. They
It's
said,
definitely about
is
the
it
brain.
better to be a successful man or
I think a successful man.
And who goes farther?
Well, that's
It
two
didn't
different
say
questions.
nothing
Who
about
goes further? A
successful. It didn't
successful
say nothing about a woman being successful.
I feel like a
That's
successful
right.
man.
A successful man
Do
goes
you
further.
get the acting job because you're beautiful and you this, even though you're less talented than
Successful
Keith? But Keith, your resume is better. Her resume is not. You're really better for the job in this acting, but we got to pick one of them. Do you think because of your resume and you being
Successful man.
successful in the things you've done,
I
or
will.
this fine, beautiful woman walking through the door, who gonna go farther is the question.
I see what you're saying. One, we're not gonna be casted against each other.
I was going to say.
I'm just using that as
I know,
Yeah,
but I mean, in that space, I don't know because that space is more about the aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of pretty faces and good-looking dudes on TV. So that was, I think, in that case, it's going to be more
Success.
I think it's going to be more the attractive woman if it came down to getting the job. I mean, if it's a real fine, beautiful woman,
I guess
and
it's
me,
based on
I mean,
the field.
you probably gonna want to go. It's just really, it's kind of hard because it's two different genders, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's called
attractive
what
women,
job?
should
It
be,
depends
can
on
go
the
a long
job.
way. You know what I'm saying?
On the job.
Yeah.
Not whether she stay or not.
She
But she
ain't gotta speak English, bro. She ain't get fucking right. Like, come on, bro. And even if it's a successful man, he can have a drought, bro. He
But
cannot
we're
make no
talking about
money.
him specifically being successful, not in his
But
drive.
even put like this. Put like
Facts.
all these men.
Let's talk about the
Put
That's a whole
facts.
nother
all these men here are successful.
Right. On the paper.
All these men here are successful.
I'm in the background, but I'm with you. You said, is the attractive woman successful?
Right.
That's the answer to the question.
So if the attractive woman is successful, she's a double whammy.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah, that's
Well, yeah, that's just compound.
Oh yeah, they fucking us up, bro.
Put in an attractive woman.
That ain't the question.
That ain't the question.
I still say the
So on
successful
the
man's gonna go
question,
first.
I would say a successful man.
I
On the
agree.
question,
Yeah.
we're
On the-
not talking about
And I-
specifics. We're just attractive or successful. Of course, successful man.
Success
Yeah.
attracts more
Only-
success.
I'm
Yeah.
with you. I think that a successful man gets farther in
In
life
life.
than an attractive
Yeah.
woman.
Facts.
And the only reason I
Hey.
say that is because a lot of times a woman that's successful, that's in areas that you want to get in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She also will choose you because you're successful.
Successful,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Because women are attracted to
Success.
success.
Absolutely.
So it's just power.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a man at being successful over an attractive woman. I
A
just
successful dude will
should get farther.
And if she on fries, if she bad, she can definitely get some time. The next day.
You feel me?
Hey, not tripping.
Hey,
We
look,
not tripping.
and on the successful man side, I was successful in financial advising. That shit didn't transfer to music, so I had to become successful in music.
Again.
When I started getting plaques and started getting all these singles and pub deals and doing stuff, and then my level on this side of the house went up. But I couldn't transfer the success I had in financial advising to music because nobody understands that.
That was
shit.
No, I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about the comparison on the paper.
I agree with you. We on fire. why women that are in a certain income bracket tend to be more mean and aggressive towards their spouses.
Ooh. What income bracket? Like a high income bracket?
Yep, she makes more money than a man. Why women that are in certain income brackets, meaning she make more than her man, tend to be more mean and aggressive towards their spouses?
I've always wanted to know the answer to that damn question.
Okay.
I would too. But I think it's because of how what it took to get to where they were at, and it transfers to their personal life, and so they treat their mate the same way they had to fight to get to where they were at, and personally, and to get to that income bracket.
She's an alpha.
So it's exactly.
You're dealing with an alpha.
It transfers.
Do two alphas really work? I know anything can work, but I'm just asking two.
What I'll say is this.
Let's go.
Somebody tried to teach me once when to be a patriarch versus a matriarch. Timing again. Because as an alpha female, I'm only an alpha when I need to be. Like a lot of men don't believe that I can actually be on the other side. I actually took a test to prove this, that I can do both, because to the point where people are like, no, you can't, girl. You'll never not be an alpha. I'm like, that is not true.
What kind of test was that?
It's a little rough. I'll give it to you. No, it's a
they had to get.
seriously, you answer a series of questions. You answer a series of questions to determine whether you're alpha, beta, gamma, etc.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Because we don't. A lot of people throw these terms out, but have done no research on the term. If you're an alpha, you can have an omega personality, a sigma personality, a gamma personality, also a beta. Some people can be dual, and etc.
I ain't know.
So there you go. You can be dual, or we get to the whole.
I agree.
Powerful black woman.
But let's get to it. So
syndrome.
Anybody else? So we can keep going. We're going to close this out in a second. Anybody else? Why do you think women do? Treat their men. So you think that women? This is a better question. Second question. Do you think women treat men better that are in a more financial stability than they are? Meaning they higher. We flip it. Because you're saying that a woman who got more money than a man, usually, that's what they saying, usually say that they treat them more mean and more aggressive. So when you flip that, she's still mean and aggressive. Let's just use that for example. That's who she is. Do you think that she's now, like you said, become a chameleon and switch it because now the finances has, flipped the coins, now he's the breadwinner?
Depends on the level of dependency.
It's more than the finances. It's the power.
It's the power.
It's the power that she bringing the work to the house. She bringing the work. She's bringing that same mentality to the crib.
So I'm saying,
well, can we?
But if she's not the breadwinner,
identify what's mean and aggressive? So, for example, if I just work in production 17 hours, and then I commuted home another 2. Am I mean because I didn't want to make you something to eat when you got home before me? Or if you made food because you knew I wasn't going to get home for 17 hours, you know what I mean? Would you get a different response?
Let me say this to you. So I'm
just using it as an example.
I'm finna answer that for you. Well, if you got a man that you went to work for 17 hours and he waited for you to get home, you definitely got the wrong man.
But do you see what I'm trying to
just stop that. Yeah, I'm just saying with you.
But I would be considered a bitch.
I agree.
You know what I mean? When I got home.
No, what I consider you. I would consider that because I feel like he's wrong. You work 17 hours and you waiting for your girl to come in to cook. That don't make no sense because I hate when men say that. When my girl's supposed to be the one, she's supposed to cook. See, that's what I don't like. I don't like the point that at the end of the day we can be interchangeable depending on the scenario. So I don't like that. But
that's
what I will tell you,
what's considered mean and aggressive.
No, what I will say mean and aggressive is it has nothing to do with what you didn't do.
Yeah.
What mean and aggressive is what you did do. Yeah. Meaning when you walked in that door, regardless of what your day was, you applied your day to me. And you shouldn't apply your day to me because at the end of the day, that's your day.
I agree with that.
So every room that I walk in, I try to make sure that I walk in this room to bring a higher vibration regardless of what I've been through. I ain't been asleep but 3 hours and my back might be hurting, but I ain't trying to go into your room and apply what I went through because everybody going through something. So don't come in the house, or I shouldn't come in the house applying my bad day to you because I'm upset because of what my job did.
I absolutely agree with that, but I guess because I've been in situations where I've been called mean, a lot of the times it was because of something.
Oh, that's
you know what I mean? That I didn't do. Not because I'm just being into you for no reason.
He tripping.
Nobody should be.
We're gonna go about 10 more minutes. We're out of here. He tripping. Okay, here we go. Now we did that. Okay, here we go. Here go one. Music. Okay, here we go. Verses is really popping right now. Off the chain. If we could put anything together, this is crazy because you're on here. CIARA versus AALIYAH in versus, who would win?
I gotta go with AALIYAH.
Yeah.
I mean, just for cultural
AALIYAH's got
impact.
more catalog.
Yeah, AALIYAH.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
AALIYAH
Is
definitely.
AALIYAH across the board?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going with AALIYAH.
Yeah.
Going with AALIYAH.
Going with AALIYAH.
Leah?
Aaliyah's my idol, so definitely.
Okay, that was easy.
Yeah.
Are we inserting
I love
artists?
Ciara though.
Huh?
Are we
Okay, yeah,
inserting
of course.
artists to go verse
Ciara.
for verse for?
Yeah, we can. We
Okay.
can go jump on verses real quick.
This is the Jordan LeBron debate. Michael or Prince?
Oh, Lord. That's tough.
Michael Prince.
But if it's about talent or is it
It's
about
easy
hits?
to say
This is-
Michael,
this is
but
versus.
Prince got a
Prince
Prince
crazy
can play
catalog.
all
tough.
instruments. He
That's
can sing
tough.
all
This is
octaves.
versus.
He can-
Because
Yeah,
versus
that's
is
but
cultural.
versus is about your, but it's also about song
Cultural.
for song, though.
I would say it's cultural. It's
It's
cultural.
cultural. It's song for
But
song.
Mike dropped band about a rat he used to live when he was 5.
I'm a big.
A rat.
I was about to say.
That's what it was about.
Yeah,
I know it.
I'm
All the
a
way
huge
up.
Prince fan.
Beans.
He's my favorite
you going
artist.
Prince?
But I know, but I'm going Mike
going
in a
Mike
versus.
every time.
Because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
way versus works,
Mike is the
it's
GOAT.
song for song, and Mike's
But it'd be a
gonna
good
crush.
one though, boy.
It'd
Yeah,
be
Mike's gonna crush
incredible.
anybody
Prince
song for
is
song.
very talented, but
Would they
definitely
both
Mike.
dance,
I know
Mike for song for song.
Jay-Z or Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
I want to
Jay-Z.
see what Prince do.
Jay-Z or Lil Wayne?
Jay-Z.
Jigga.
What about Jay or Drake?
Oh.
Jay-Z.
Oh, shit.
Or Drake. Or Drake.
Drake got a
Oh, I would
banger
say
hit.
Drake.
I'll take
got a
Drake.
warehouse.
It's about what generation.
Song for song.
I love Jay-Z
Drake,
too.
you said Drake or Jay?
But you gotta realize we're talking.
I'm
We
not
back to
doing
the same
that. We
rules
gotta do
again.
Drake, we gotta do Jay or Lil Wayne, not Drake.
Why?
Because it's Lil
That's
Wayne.
two different
Ain't no
generations,
Drake
I
without
feel
Lil
like.
Wayne. You feel
That's
what I'm
true,
But it's
but I
not-
mean
but it's
Drake
not
though.
that,
Drake
though. I
is
get what
great.
you're
He got a
saying.
game.
Nah,
We're
they-
talking about
Drake.
longevity
Lil
of
Wayne
That don't
is
make
the
sense.
person that's comparable to Jay-Z.
It don't really make sense. The battle don't
Like
make
Drake
sense.
is looking up to Jay-Z.
What you said the Drake Jay-Z
No,
battle?
no,
makes sense?
Jay-Z. I mean, Lil Wayne and Drake. don't
Yeah,
make
Lil
sense.
Wayne
Yeah.
Lil Wayne Drake don't make sense because they're the same.
People ain't gonna want to see
They're on the
that.
same side of the fence.
But he said Jay-Z.
They did a whole tour
But he
battle.
said Jay-Z or Drake.
I'm saying
Jay-Z or Drake?
I mean,
I'm saying
but
yeah.
Jay-Z opened the door for Drake.
Drake.
Like,
Drake.
but Drake, yeah, if
Drake.
we're talking about that, Drake, because I love Drake.
Drake.
I'm gonna say Jay, bro. I'm
Jay?
gonna just say Jay, because you gotta understand, once he start playing them,
It's the generation
Yeah,
too, because I
it's
didn't
just-
grow up in that
But
generation.
it's
Drake
all
got a
about
gang of-
Jay-Z.
Is that particular
But that's
platform?
another Prince versus Mike situation
That's a good
where
one,
we're
though.
talking about song for song.
Yeah, we talking about-
That's another Prince
Drake
versus
got that
Mike
versatility.
situation where you have the rules kind of alter the game. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
no, it makes
I
sense.
mean,
I
Alright,
just
cool.
want to see him
Let's
dance.
it's so good right now. Let's just get two more in, and then we're gonna play the game and we're closing out. Why do women? This somebody question from @Juicy Love. Why do women expect boyfriend behavior in a platonic friendship?
Oh,
In a platonic friendship?
Okay,
I don't
no,
expect
you might be a little
Yeah, that's
different.
a risky question.
Like, okay, she said it yesterday. When she goes out with a man, what's her name? Dr.
Shanita.
She said it yesterday. She said when she goes out with a man, she does not pay at all. Like, that's not even, that's friends and everything.
That's not a question, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like,
Even friends?
Yes.
Yeah, she was saying they were
What?
friends.
Stop.
Boy,
if
cap.
I know,
That's
I'm
cap.
paying.
Well, maybe that's
You can't
maybe
relate.
Hold on,
the answer
hold on.
to
What
that
you say?
question is-
I said if I know it's platonic, I'm paying my half because I mean I'm not doing nothing with you afterwards. So
But that means you're attaching. But that means you're attaching
like
sex
that.
to whatever you
Yeah.
do. Because
no,
I
I
pay for
mean
friends.
I'm
No,
just
she
letting you
mean
know
But
that it's not gonna go nothing
I
more.
Yeah,
But
she
what I'm
making
saying
sure.
is,
Feel entitled.
I still also
I'll be a
have
$10
paid.
drink now.
I paid for my
Hey,
girl.
look,
Yeah,
we
but
got
I
a
don't want
beam on you for that
anyone
$10
to throw
book.
back in my face
That's
that
something
I
different.
paid for this, I paid for that.
Look at that
No, you
$10.
didn't because I paid for this, I
Leave
paid
it
for
alone.
that.
I get it.
Like, especially if it's platonic. If you're homegirl, you're not gonna let me pay for all of the dinners that we had, or we're gonna.
Well, all of is a different.
I'm saying
facet to
all
the
of it. At
conversation.
this
Look,
point,
but if we're just talking about a dinner, I can take a female friend out and pay for it, or a male friend out and pay
Yeah,
for
we
it.
homies.
Because
Sometimes
we
Yeah,
friends.
we're homies.
You know
Yes,
what I mean?
that's
Yeah.
a one-off. But we
Yeah,
ain't talking
that's a
about one-off. He was
one-off.
talking about
We're not
Shanita,
talking
talking
about
about period.
Yeah,
Like
you
never,
talking about
but
never
she was saying
expecting it.
all men, period.
Just like the girl on
She- I
Instagram
know
who
she was
said,
raised in
like
it.
the girl on Instagram, I don't know if y'all saw that when she was talking about she wouldn't even buy a man a birthday present.
Really?
Her man, never.
Wow.
Never.
she just selfish. That's enough.
yeah, that is kind of selfish.
She can't
Where
be like,
is she from?
I don't know.
She
That's
capped.
really
she's
selfish.
special.
She need-
Yeah, that's
That's
luck, shout
like
it.
narcissism.
Good luck in life.
Yeah.
a good person.
I got women that don't
Was she
never
married?
let me pay.
Do y'all
See?
know she's
Oh, there you go.
I don't know why. I just
All right, we talked about this before, but since we got somebody in here that says, Who work hard in the bedroom, men or women?
Definitely men.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Man.
Nigga.
Look how he said.
I'm glad I didn't say what I said.
What you about to say?
You say men work
I
hard?
put him to work. You're like,
Hey, let me see what type of work you trying to do.
This is a thoroughbred. You gotta keep up.
So you put me in work?
This is a thoroughbred.
Yeah, so who put in more work then? Both of y'all working.
No, but I'm gonna say men only because the stigma of sex is attached to how they carry, unfortunately, how they carry.
But I
So,
don't
like,
want no
their esteem.
starfish either.
So because of that, I'll say it's attached to their their esteem.
You say you don't want to
That man
starfish.
said he don't want no stalker.
Like a woman
starfish.
could be
A
bad
starfish?
bitch,
What's
but
that?
a
Yeah.
man
A
could
fish
be-
is lay on the ground.
A pillow queen.
That man said a starfish.
Don't want no
But then you
starfish.
just gotta tell him to get up. Like,
A sea
do
urchin.
this.
All right, we about to close it out. We're gonna play this game, but I'm
Put
gonna
an
do this
IV
last
in.
one because it's cool. This is at Lovey Love 3. She says, "What makes you a side chick?"
Oh man, I don't
If
know.
you know that nothing is ever gonna be more than what it is, I feel like you know
definitely.
it. You know it.
You got a
You're a
time
side
you
chick.
meet up. You got a time you leave. You got a
He
time.
doesn't.
You
So
know.
you're
you-
in
No, nothing respectful.
Yeah, if you know what,
Nothing is
you know
time.
what to do when old girl pop up. If old girl pop up, you know you act real
You're
buddy
my
buddy.
best
If you
friend.
know your place,
You're one of
and
my
you know
good
you're not
friends.
gonna step out of your place.
But sometimes side chicks doesn't even mean he has
You
to be
might
in
get a
relationship,
trinket
because
or a
you might
gift
end up
every
with a
now
dude
and
that
then.
doesn't give no girl
Every
time.
now and then.
You know what I mean? She's still.
But you
I
know
think
that dude
yeah, but
tells
they all
you.
side chicks. I think if you got a main girl
Right.
and you're in his life, he has a main girl and you know he does, and you remain in his life, whatever way he wants you to do.
Some side chicks know mamas, but some mamas
Well, that's not true. Because sometimes we knowing this side chick.
Okay,
Some
cool.
mamas is
If it's
trifling.
Valentine's
This is a
Day,
question, man. I'm glad that you said that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna compound it real quick.
It's a different relationship between mother and son.
I'm gonna compound it.
Mamas be lying.
Women are in a relationship with a man, and the man is now, on the side. Is he considered a side?
Yes.
A side too?
I've been a side dude.
You been a side dude?
It's
Of
been
course.
cool.
Absolutely.
It's been cool.
It was cool.
It's smooth.
No responsibility except what I need to do.
It's proud too.
No.
Hey, I pulled out the Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was like, sides? I was like, yeah, she's right here.
Yeah, she right here.
Oh my
She
God.
remained nameless, but she's here.
She's here. She's quiet. She's mute right now.
Sometimes you want that type of chick to get all his BS. Like, girl, you got to deal with the BS. Go ahead.
So side chicks, would y'all say side chicks and side men are winning, or women and men that are in real relationships? What do you want? Which one you really think is
They're
winning?
only winning if they don't want no relationship.
Yeah, it's case by
You say
case.
side dudes are winning
Yeah. Ooh.
and side chicks are losing.
I know both.
Ooh, you said that.
I know both.
For sure.
Side dudes.
Side chicks are losing.
But
Side-
you might-
Side chicks have the admiration to be.
But you might be a side chick.
We
on
don't
high
care.
profile.
We don't care. We're not
I
trying to be
know
your man.
side chicks living great.
Not every dude.
Yeah, sometimes.
Hey,
Yeah,
But he talking about in the life in terms of the aspirations in the relation. You know what I'm saying?
I know
But
side chicks
physically, like
have all
money
their
wise
girls,
and all that,
buy all the
materialistic-
bags, got
Oh,
all
yeah.
the cars,
They winning,
got
I know.
everything.
But they
And
hard.
him.
Hey,
And they get all the time.
So sometimes
Alright, here we
you
go.
ain't think back.
They get all the
know your
playtime.
place.
No,
All right, here we
you're
go.
Exactly.
I mean, but some
Yeah, and they be
do
all
I, do I need
So
do I need to
don't
pick
just
a-
assume that
you-
side
If
men
you're
are
a
happy.
side chick,
Do I need to
side
pick
chick
a
is
game?
not the drink. Now you know ass got it.
me do it?
Nice condo, ride,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
good. None of that other
yeah, about to
bullshit.
say, don't gotta deal with the cheating, because low key he
I
got
know.
cheated.
You gotta combine that one
All they do is
person.
play.
And no
All they do is
stressing.
kick it.
So
The
put
young
them over
ones,
there. They over
they
there
doing
chilling.
all that.
A lot of men, especially successful men, you end up with a side chick that's with you every day. Because your wife is usually at home. You know what I mean?
Taking care of the house.
You taking care of her, but the girl that's with you grinding every day ends up, you know what I mean, getting
Don't you
attached.
think it should be some rules and regulations about it being
all-
a side chick?
it
or whatever
was,
the case
it
may be?
was
Because I'm just saying.
They
Listen,
get- they
this is
get-
a good
It's
question.
still
While we're
rules.
doing this right quick, do y'all think that there's level to cheating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, like what? Give me an example. What's the level to cheating? What do you think is a higher level than just regular cheating?
Oh, higher than?
Yeah, because there's levels to cheating.
Okay,
So
I'm
you
gonna
cheated,
ask
you
you,
cheated,
if
but what's
you-
worse?
If this woman is becoming a best friend, as in like you
Emotional.
just signed a deal or got a song. If the first person you called is her because you were excited to tell her that
It's
you got
emotional.
it's over.
It's emotional.
When Wendy Williams pulled up to that man's house and he had a dog in it, my dad laughed at me when I said this. I wasn't mad he was cheating. I was mad that he bought a dog at the side chick's house. My father was like, why? I'm like, because a man has to feed and walk that dog every day. He put a dog in that home as if that's his home.
He calm over there.
You get what I'm trying to say? So we are married, but this is what I'm saying. That's a different level of cheating. You need to leave me there. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if I am married,
with a wow.
Yeah, like if I'm married to you and you bought her a house and a dog, and we don't even have a dog.
Yeah, and we don't have a dog.
Yeah.
He always wanted a dog, and his wife just didn't like dogs.
We open up another can of worms.
Hold on, don't skip over that. Hold on, don't skip over that. Say that again. Say that again.
He always
Hold on, Adam, say it again, please.
I said that he always wanted a dog, and his wife didn't like dogs. Like
I get that, but she was angry about it because she was saying my son's been begging for a dog and you keep telling him no.
Then we're talking.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So this is why it was a compound.
Too deep into it.
Yeah, I say.
But I'm telling you why. He said it's their levels.
I said it's levels of cheating. That wasn't my level, but this is my level right here. You cheat, you cheat. There's a couple of things. I'll go to guys first because I know something.
Yes, sir.
This is what I hate. You're gonna cheat. Levels. You can't be cheating and then having sex with friends, associates, and people in a circle.
Oh, hell.
That's one.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Now you're embarrassing her. That isn't even about it.
Two, you're cheating and you're using your girl car and using it to go over another girl house.
That's violation.
Might be getting tracked.
So you're using her assets to cheat.
You cheating and you having sex in y'all house, in y'all bed on the sofa. That's levels. I'm just saying levels. There's levels.
Why are you even in
You're
this
not being
relationship?
discreet at all.
Yeah, like,
but it's so,
niggas just out here.
Okay, so in the Bible, that sin is a sin.
Yeah, but I'm just saying this because I know a guy and we really went at it. I'm like, bro, cheating is already not great. Because if you're in a committed relationship, the whole point is to try not to cheat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. Yeah. But you, not trying not to cheat, boy, you are doing any and everything. So I don't even know what you're in a relationship for. He was like,
you running the game.
Because you don't have no boundaries or nothing. And it's not that he don't have no respect for her. Yeah. You don't have no respect for him.
For himself.
Because if you ain't got the respect, you can't apply what you don't have.
Yep.
So this is what we got into it. And that's how I was talking to him for real. I'm like, bro, man, that's terrible, bro. You just gonna do anything. It's like a girl, even if she's cheating, but damn, you still gonna get the person you cheating with head? You still gonna give him head too? Right. You gonna let him do all that to you too? Everything that your man do? I just feel like there's a level of cheating is not great. If you're in a committed relationship,
you do everything.
But there's levels to it, bro. For real, there's levels. But here we go. Moving on before we close out, we play this game. Everything on here is improv. It's called Tonight Let's Talk. Because all this is about talking about it. Autumn is now your girl.
Okay.
You're her man. Y'all gonna improv and act it out since we got superstar actors in here and figure out what you want to talk about. And we're gonna see how y'all relationship go.
All right. Do you feel like what I do for a living fits my purpose? Can you explain to me? Does what I'm doing fit my purpose?
Yes, because you're successful, baby.
Oh.
And I'm here behind you, 100%. Whether you fall,
I like that.
She gave you that inaudible.
So smooth.
I like that. Her tone.
Okay.
Couldn't even hear.
You're so smooth.
Give her the card. She picked. She reading it to you.
Okay.
That was good. That's what the man
fan
wants,
it out.
Oh
Think
yeah.
We really want women to do that.
Yeah.
Get in the games, coach.
How do I make you better as a person? Explain.
Oh man, it's so many things. I love the way you make sure that when I come home you have the food and order. Whether it's cooked or not. I love the support in our talks and explaining how we can grow together and how we can help each other succeed. That's very important to me. I like mental stimulation. You provide that for me. So with that, I think that's one of the main things, support and loyalty. And you loyal, it's wonderful.
That's what we want. Good job.
Now you got to put it in the no-go pile.
There you go. Y'all go. Y'all together. This is the type of relationship we want to have.
So I pick a card, and then
and you're saying, I guess.
this is the depiction of what we want to have in
want.
our black relationship.
What we want. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. Let's think character.
How does my personality complement yours?
What'd you say?
How does my personality complement yours?
You cross my T's and dot my I's.
Okay.
Well.
Okay.
So whatever I'm lacking, you make up for. And you match my fly. And we're the same complexion.
Okay, boom, we sure is.
Comeback kid.
The comeback kid.
The comeback kid.
You got to pick now, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
This is how black relationships should go, man. This is it, the depiction right here.
Okay. I guess I have to flip this around.
Come on with it.
All right. You feel like I should be submissive toward you, and I feel like that's outdated. Can you explain why I should be submissive toward you?
Well, damn.
Well,
Well,
the cards.
I think submissive is all relative, first of all. I don't think submissive in a secondary way. I just mean allow me to lead you. And if you feel like you're not being led in the right direction, trust that I will listen and impart your wisdom and knowledge to make you feel like we're on the right path. In other words, if we're in the car, you can tell me where to go, but let me drive. You ride shotgun. In the traditional sense of a household where the man is the head of the household. You see what I'm saying? So it's not submissive in a way of your secondary, you get my leftovers, and your opinion doesn't mean as much as mine does.
It ain't Ike Turner.
No.
It ain't Ike Turner. It's in the role of
Eat the cake,
it's in the role of husband and wife.
Eat the goddamn
Tell me
cake.
where to go and allow me to drive is perfect. We need to coin that. You need to get that to him, because that's actually a perfect way to describe submissive.
Let me drive.
And you brought it right in.
There you go.
I'm so glad. You got to at least sing me the hook.
As long as I'm telling you where to go, you can drive it.
Hold on. Because you know we always unwrap the gifts before we go. Let's go, Autumn. Let's go. This is our new single. We just gonna get a little piece of it. Y'all can do the moves. Everybody gotta catch the moves first, though. It's easy. So we go front, back, side, side. Get it again. Front, back, left, right. Left, right. That's all you're doing.
Okay.
That's it.
I don't know if I'm gonna catch
So
that
front, back, side, front, back, left, right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, Autumn, you just gonna sing it. We're gonna go into that. Ready?
Front, back, side, side.
What?
Front, back, left, right. I wanna get on top and let me drive.
Okay.
You love me from the morning to the noon.
Again, let's go.
Hey.
Hey,
Back,
Yeah.
side,
Hey,
front, back, side, right.
Hey.
I wanna get on top and let me drive.
Drive.
Let me drive.
I'm telling you right now, Autumn, make sure y'all go check out. She's amazing. It's just starting, man. What's
We got some crazy music on the album.
Oh, yeah, y'all got some crazy music.
Fizzles
for real.
on there.
You
Oh,
know what I
boy.
mean? This artist development is
Yeah.
cool. She's killing
Crazy.
right now. My brother Keith, come on, man. They know you can act and all that, but I don't know.
Looks
if
like
everybody-
we are fitted for a little while.
He was ready.
Girl, we stuck at home, no dipping. Clear the kitchen table, girl, don't answer your phone. Come on. Hey, let's try a new position.
Okay.
Bring that Kama Sutra booty, cutie, mine.
Bring that booty.
Let's move it fast. You can do it, I can give it all day.
Okay.
Hey, hey, let's turn it back again. Who cares what day it is? Let's turn the TV louder so we don't wake up the kid. Let's set that camera up. Let's do some freaky stuff. How about you show me how that exercise and paying off? Oh, You know I like it when you
Hey.
Dad.
We always leave with a good song, them two good songs, then we leave with something that y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it right now, but I'm putting on my brother. We always leave with something. Y'all just got to give him a beat, freestyle about the day, bro. Who in here? Keith in here, Autumn, let's get it. The jukebox in the building, let's go. Come on.
What we doing?
Freestyle.
What we doing?
Oh, it's on you.
What we doing?
Right now.
It's on you.
What we doing? We doing a beat?
Yep. When you start going, let's get it.
Okay.
Let me introduce. Let me say this right quick before we get into it.
Oh, let's talk about our love. Let's talk about our love.
Okay.
Let's talk about our trust.
Okay.
Let's not ride this bus.
Yeah.
Let's get up there in this whip.
Yeah.
Let's dip. Let's dip.
Yeah.
Let's go and get us a drink and sip. Yeah. Let's talk about our friends.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our kin. Let's talk about our BMWs and Benz. Let's talk about our crib. Let's talk how we live. Let's talk about everything from Dr. Pepper down to Mr. Pill. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Who you talking to? I'm talking about. Who you talking to? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
I hope y'all enjoyed it. Tune in. Let's talk about it for real. With the number 4 on IG. It's going down. We'll see y'all next week. Let's get it. Give it up. Broadway in the building. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Thank you guys.
Man, not gonna.
Let's talk about